transformation. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? I created total transformation for one reason, to impact others so they can get a different result in life. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, you know what, I want to have some fear today. I think I like to procrastinate, maybe not have a healthy relationship. Let's see, what else can I do that is against everything that I've ever dreamed about or wanted to do that I set forth in my life so I can make a difference in my life and somebody else's. And yet we do it anyway. It's not the fact that you don't have an education or you have an education. It's not that you have money or don't have money. It's not the fact of what happened to you or didn't happen to you as a child. None of that matters. The reason why you're not getting the results that you want in life and could be getting more results is one thing. It's not your motivation. It's not even your intention. It's the programs that you run and have on your subconscious mind that you don't even realize are there. From a child, from experiences, from the things that you went through in your life, you've got certain programs that are influencing your mind, your brain, to react a certain way. We are in reaction the entire time. I'm taking it from a high school dropout, left home at 12 years old, the one thing I am extremely good at. I'm not here to motivate. I'm not here for any of that. I'm here to give you real strategies so you understand that everything you've been through in life, you needed to go through to become the man or woman you are today. And when you honor that, the pain that you've had to go through lets you get the lessons that allow you to move forward to make a better impact on your life and somebody else's. Your mind is set up of two things. You've got the conscious mind. The conscious mind, that's like I call it the goal setter. We have goals in life that we want. We know we want to be successful in certain areas. We want to be healthy. We want to make sure we feel good, we do good, and we inspire and influence others to do the same. That's our goal setter. That's our conscious mind. And yet we wake up and sometimes we procrastinate. Sometimes we have fear. That's the subconscious mind, which I call the goal getter. What do I mean by that? Well, I've got these goals in life. I know I can succeed. I want to succeed. What's holding me back? Why are some people more successful in areas than others? Do they have problems too? Everybody has problems. You just realize the strength of your mind and you move towards that. Your goal getter, goal setter are linked together. Your conscious mind, it actually creates the things you want in life. I have desires, goals, and that's where you create the things you choose in life. Your subconscious mind takes everything literally. So you've got the top and the bottom. Think of it as a computer. If you're working on a computer, you buy a brand new computer, has 0 viruses on it. The things you put in that computer is exactly what you're going to get out. And let me ask you this. Is it possible that if you're working on a computer at home or at work and it's brand new, in a few months, maybe a few years, it's going to pick up a virus that you're not even going to know is there? You don't even know. It seems like it appears like it's running perfect. Hey, I wake up every day, I go to work, the computer's running good, I feel good, I've got goals, I'm moving forward in life. Is it possible that it could pick up other viruses without you knowing it? And before long, there comes a point where you notice, why is my computer not running the way I want? Why is my life not going the way I want it to go? What's going on here? Wait, I'm in charge of my mind. I'm in charge of what I want to do in life. The one thing that's the reason you're procrastinating and have these fear and not getting the results is because the meaning your subconscious mind is given to your brain. It's saying, wait a second, what's going on here? What I want to show you is that you've got the ability. I've done over 15,000 hypnosis shows worldwide for over 3 decades. The one thing I know, I am absolutely positively number one in my life is helping people get results. I'm not here to motivate you. You've been motivated. I'm here to get you to the next level. And I'm not telling you because I'm a Harvard graduate. I'm a high school dropout. I left home at 12 years old. I had to go through the things I had to go through to become the person I am today. And those lessons in life, I turned them into things that made differences for myself and other people. Your subconscious mind is running the show. You're reacting all the time. Somebody walks around the corner, you get scared. What do? Boom, you get scared, and then you look. This is the way we're in life. We're reacting, and then we think. You get scared, and then you think what scared you. See, it's a reaction and then a thought. So how do you get rid of that? These are programs on your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind and subconscious mind, what are they doing? They're creating programs. And from the programs, you're creating your patterns and behaviors. You're like, oh, is that why I'm doing what I'm doing? I could never figure it out. I'm motivated. I'm pumped up. And yet, it's not even recognizing the fact that it bypasses that. It's like, no, we're in reaction here. Let's keep going. So what you get to do is you get to recognize those patterns to make the change. You're automatically responding every day of your life to things. Your conscious mind needs to integrate and it needs to influence your subconscious mind. If you don't like the programs you're running, it's not because you had a situation in the past. It's not that. It's the meaning you give it. You've got to create a new meaning. When you create a new meaning, you'll get a different result. And you get a different result because it feels different. What are you saying to your brain? What is your brain interpreting it at? What is happening to yourself? Well, I like to procrastinate. Come on, give me a break. Nobody does that. I want to have fear. Nobody does that. And then you beat yourself up and you get it. And it's the programs on your subconscious mind, just like a computer. If you don't fix that computer and you ignore those programs, does that program go away? Nope. Well, I'll just close the computer and open it up 5 years later. Did it go away? No. Not only that, because you ignored it, it probably picked up more without you even realizing it. You're in reaction every day of your life. I want to show you how you can control what you want to react to and how you get the results that you want. I'm not talking about little results. I'm talking massive results. Financially, emotionally, with your relationship, with your health, spiritually, whatever you want. I'm going to show you exactly. There's a formula to this. So you've been motivated before. You've had the desires. You've been pumped up. And yet, what do? You give up later. Why is that? I want you to look at this real fast and read this. Tell me what it says. It's a beautiful saying yet. And yet what happens? How many didn't even realize that there's two thes there? Well, you know how to read, so what's the deal? Oh, I can't be hypnotized. Oh, really? What is hypnosis? It's influence and persuasion. It's not hard to hypnotize you. It's hard to wake you up from the things you do every day in your life. Oh, hypnosis is control. It's not control. It's controlling yourself and directing. You're the director of your mind. Direct it so you get the results that you want. If you don't like the results, change the scene. Cut that. Put a new scene in your brain, in your subconscious mind. Why did you read it like that? Because your brain is designed for you to eliminate things that don't make sense and put in there the things that make sense. That's why. That's just a pattern. There's patterns in life. Why would somebody have a desire, spend time, possibly spend money, spend information to learn the things to get ahead in life, and yet you give up? That's a pattern of restriction. And you develop a belief. If you're motivated and you give up after a few weeks or months later, it's not that you've given up, it's that your patterns interrupt in your subconscious mind. You develop a belief that what you want isn't possible for you, so you give up trying. So what do you do when you give up trying? This happens in every area of your life. No matter what you're trying to do, you give up trying. What do you do when you give up? You feel what? You feel horrible. You feel guilty. So when you feel guilty, there's two things you've got to do. Either you got to decide to make a difference and keep going forward, or this is what most people do. You change the story. You create some fictitious illusion in your brain and you convince your mind, hey, now's not the right time. So I'm going to do it later in life. Besides, this is happening right now in my life, so I don't have time for that. So I'm going to put this off till later and then I'm going to go for it. And what happens is your brain goes, oh, we're not quitting. We're just putting it off for later. We're not procrastinating. We're just putting it off later. So you develop that brain so you stop feeling pain. Your body and mind is designed to avoid pain and move towards pleasure. And when it doesn't feel right, it's got to change two things, action or the story. So you change the story. And then what happens months later? You start feeling guilty again. It's like, I know I wanted to move forward. Why did I not move forward in life? What do? You get pumped up. You get motivated. Somebody you see inspires you. And you go, I talked to somebody and they said, let's move forward on this. And what do? You get all pumped up, you go for it, and then you feel like you hit a wall again. This happens a lot with people in business, in health, in relationships. You hit that wall again, and what do? You create then, this is the second part of the pattern of restriction, you create an illusion that you already have everything in life and everything you want, and life is good enough. Life isn't good enough. You didn't come here for a good life. You didn't come here for a great life. You came here for an extraordinary life. You came here to make a difference, not just in your life, to influence and impact others. And by doing that, you have what we call growth. Growth and contribution in ways that are so satisfying that you can't wait to wake up in the morning. You don't need an alarm clock to wake up because you've got passion that wakes you up. You've got relationships that you're making a difference in. Second pattern of restriction. You create this illusion. And what do? You give up again. You change the story. You know what? I make enough money in life. I got a good relationship. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's why you created that. That's why you gave up. And you get pumped up again. And if you hit that third wall, you lose the desire and try to forget you ever wanted it. That's just a pattern of restriction. The reason why you read that the way you read it is because it puts things in, takes things out. It's just a pattern. These are pattern of restrictions. I want you to recognize these patterns so you can make a difference. See, the things in life you went through, all the things you got to go through in life that you thought those events were horrible, those events were really terrible. Why did it happen to me? It happened for you for a reason. The reason it happened is so you can stop focusing on what you're not getting and start focusing on what you can give back. You want to get rid of the pain? You want to start moving forward in life? Realizing that you're not here for what's in it for you. You're here for what's in it for other people as well. We'll do more for other people than we'll ourselves. And if you're one of those people that like to really receive, you've got to be able to give. And once you give, you'll start getting back. See, life isn't about what's in it for me. It's how do we come together? How do we create a community, a unity, and have a transformation, a total transformation of life? That's what this is about. You think about the power of language and what we say to ourselves. Doing and understanding how your mind works. And I don't even like to use the word hypnosis because what it does is it puts identities and meanings into that saying, oh, you're going to control me. Nobody can control anybody. Nobody can do that. You are influenced by the language and the actions and the stories you're telling yourself. The power of language is so powerful that you don't even realize what's being said, heard, or used on you. It's done all the time and you don't even realize it. It's like putting a program, a virus, whatever you want to call it, on your computer and not getting the results that you want. You've got to decide what you want to program that subconscious, your computer at, so you get the results that you want. I want you to do this. Think of a number between 1 to 4. Think of a number between 1 to 4. Then think of a number between 1 to 4. My guess is you said the number 3. And do you know that 70% of the people will say the number 3? 20% will say the number 2. And only 10% will say the number 1 or 4. And then I ask you, what did I say? Good, repeat what I said. In your mind, what did I ask you to do? 95% of the people get it wrong. Well, you said this. You said, no, I didn't say that at all. My point is, you're being influenced every day of your life. It's time to take that influence and understand what's going in your brain. What you're putting in your brain is the same way as you're putting food in your mouth, how it's going to affect you in your health. This is going to affect you in your mind, in the results that you get, the results that you're producing, and the things that you're putting in there is what's going to give you the results that you want. Brain, the meaning, not the event, the meaning you give it. What I simply said was, think of a number between 1, 2, 4. Your brain automatically goes to 3. Oh, well, I choose it. You didn't choose anything. You're in reaction every day. 20% will say the number 2, 10 say the number 1 or 4. It's not that I thought of this. It's just the way it is. There are certain things in life that's what happens when you put that in there. This is the reality. And the reason I want to share this with you is because the things you're saying to yourself, you're actually influencing yourself to move forward or to hold you back. I want to teach you how to ask the right question, the proper question. People say, how come I can never lose weight? Well, your brain's going to, how come I can't lose weight? Oh, you don't eat right, you don't exercise, and you're eating unhealthy, and you just don't care about your body. So you ask that question, your brain's going to find the answer on the way you ask it. You put a question in your computer, it's going to deliver the question you ask, whether it's right or wrong. It's not analyzing, it's delivering. How come I can never be successful financially? Well, here's why. You don't care about, you don't do the things necessary. You believe that money's evil and all that. So what happens is you sabotage your own self without you realizing it. How you ask a question, when you realize the power of language, you can influence yourself in ways that start getting results instantly. Think of it like this. I want you to be consciously aware of the words you're saying to yourself. When you put a bunch of those letters together, you're making a word. That's what? To spell. And think of it like this. If you look at a dictionary, to spell is what? To cast a spell. So what's the spell you're giving yourself? By using the word you're using. And put a bunch of those words together and a period, exclamation at the end. That's a sentence. So what's the sentence? And I'm saying this so you realize that everything you say is influencing and impacting your brain and your subconscious mind to give you the answer that you're asking for. So ask the right question. How do I get down to my ideal weight and enjoy the process and influence others? Your brain goes, hey, no pain involved. How do we become financially successful, enjoy the process, make a difference in other people's lives, and absolutely help others? Your brain goes, this is how you do it. The spell, the sentence, what are you giving yourself? I want you to do this. If I was to give you, say, $1,000 or $10,000 to memorize 850 numbers at random, 850 numbers at random, and you had 30 minutes to do it. You could not repeat the number. If you repeated the number, you had to give me 1,000 or 10,000. And if you repeat a number, that's the way it was. How many would you do that? Most of you won't. In fact, it's down to about less than 5% will actually take you on. Why is that? Here's why. What your brain is designed to do, if you don't know the answer to something, it's not designed to be creative. It goes into default. You go, nope, I can't do it. So you develop a belief that what you want is impossible for you, so you give up trying. Do you realize you already have the patterns in your brain to be successful, massively successful in all areas of your life, to influence, to have a total transformation? Why do I call it total transformation? Because it's about everything. It's more than just money. It's about taking the story and the event that happened to yourself in the past and making a difference in your life and somebody else's. What if I could show you a way that you could already have the patterns and just unleash that? What I love to do is show people the things they already have in life to make a difference. Why can't you 850 times go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 3, 5, 7, all those? Absolutely, you could do it. The patterns are already within you. So you develop a pattern of restriction that automatically sticks in your subconscious mind before you could think of it. The reason I bring this up is, what is NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming? I like to call it SLP too, subconscious linguistic programming. All right? So I speak for a lot of corporations, companies, doctors, whatever that may be, people that are in the field of, I want to become more successful. I want to break the pattern so I can have more sales and actually increase and become even more influential and give people. I want to make sure I overpromise and overdeliver. I want to be there for my customer, my client, myself, for my family. So I remember doing an event for a chiropractic. And I says, well, you're not influencing yourself when you walk in. You're giving them information. Life isn't about information. It's about influence. Nobody goes in the doctor's office and reads everything else. But what they do is they see things. So I said, why don't you have like a little poster there? Something that's positive. Why don't you influence positivity in your life? Knowing that this is the way it's going to work. So I created this little thing for them. Look at it, says, remember that your chiropractor does eliminate pain from your body and life, allowing you to be and feel independent, healthy and strong, energetic today and every day, freedom. Now pay it forward. Pretty cool, huh? But if you look at what it really says is on the side, it says relief. Your subconscious mind picks it up automatically. You see it now? The other thing is, I want you to understand what neuro-linguistic programming is, how you program your subconscious mind. They do this in movies, and they do this in commercials. They do this in politics. They do this all the time. They give your brain something that you're really not aware of, that you don't see, and yet you respond to automatically. They did this for many, many years. What I did was I put this poster a little shade different and one font bigger, and this is what the subconscious mind picks up when you're reading that. Your chiropractor does eliminate pain. You feel healthy and strong every day. Now pay. Because you want to honor those that are giving you the gift of healthiness and freedom. See how easy it is to influence somebody. So if you have the ability to become more successful, you know you have the tools with the information you have. You know that you have many ways of becoming even more successful, regardless if it's financial, health, relationship. Can you do it? Absolutely. Then why haven't you do it? Do you know that Edward Deming said 94% of all failure is a result of the system, not the people? He didn't go get new people. He changed the face of China and Japan. What he did was he just simply changed their mindset. You got self-awareness. I'm aware that I'm not where I'm at, and self-observation. Self-observation is knowing why you're doing something, when you're doing it. How you make it changes. One is you create leverage. Knowing what you want, why you want it, needs to be based on pleasure. Pleasure meaning I want to move forward. I want to get together. So you focus on the result that you want, not how to get there. If you give an example of that, if I was to give you $100,000 to increase your income over the next 3 months by 10%, would you do it? Absolutely. Then why haven't you done it before? You think you've done everything because you focus on what you had to do. And you've got accountability now. Accountability is if you don't do it, what's going to happen to you? What are the pain points that are going to happen to you? So you increase your leverage of moving forward. And then once you get the result, you have a new meeting. That's how you break a pattern. What happens when you're hanging around people and all they are is negative people? And you've got one shot at life. You've got one chance. And nobody believes in you. But the one thing you believe in is you believe in yourself. This happened not long ago, just a few years ago, when the Kentucky Derby happened. And I'll never forget this. A horse got an opportunity, had 30 seconds to get in the race. The last 30 seconds, they said, you got a chance. And all he wanted was an opportunity. See, it doesn't matter how long it is. You've got sometimes opportunity happens in a moment. When your opportunity happens, you got to be ready to go for it. 30 seconds, you got in. They got in, said, just give me a chance. I'll prove to you I can do it. They said, we'll give you a chance, but here's the deal, under one condition. We're going to put you in the worst place possible. We're going to put you in the 20th stall, which means you got 19 horses to pass. So you ain't got a chance of winning. But they didn't listen to them. See, the whole world didn't believe in that situation. They said, there's no way this jockey, he's never had a race. He's won 1 race out of 7, never been in a Kentucky Derby. And the trainer of this horse never had a horse in a Kentucky Derby. The fact is, he lost 24 horses in a barn fire, and he wanted to quit. Rich Strike, they bought this horse for $30,000 in the fall. Nobody believed in him. 80-1 odds. And what happened? What happened was when you come together and you stop listening to the people that tell you can't do something, that you're going to move forward, and you say you got one shot, you got something to prove, you do that. And this horse, out of the gate, was almost in last place until the last corner. The last corner, 2-minute and 2-second race, the last corner. This horse took off and he found a way to make it. He found a hole. He didn't look what was in front of him. He focused on the end result. And he made it to the first place. And when he won, they didn't talk about this horse, the announcer, until 4 seconds before the end of this race. Don't tell me you can't do it. You've got everything within you to make sure you can move forward. Stop listening to what other people tell you they can't do and realize what you have is unstoppable. The ability to move forward and make a difference. Everything you ever wanted is there for you. Stop listening to what people are telling you when they can't do what you want to do. It's your mind, it's your decision, and what you're given the meaning to is going to determine how successful you choose to be.